Happy October. I hope you're doing well. Okay. All right, guys, check out Libra's video. Even if Libra's not in your Sun, Moon, or Rising, check out the Leo video. There was a real weird part of that video where someone, just check it out. It may pertain to this, it may not, because this one is just as odd. I don't know what it's very odd. So anyhow, here we go. Your message coming in is you want to weigh this out, this risk here, because you just want to weigh it out. You may want to weigh out this risk, and I'll tell you right now, I got that message before I laid out these cards, and they speak very loudly of if you are, and I'm going to read this reading as if it were for a Taurus, okay? There's someone in your midst here that it's someone you know, it's someone in your surroundings already, because they're in your, they either want what you have, which I think is the case, and they really have no scruples. So you want to be careful of that. If by chance you are, because I think you're very kind and generous, and you've really enjoy the lifestyle that you've got, but you've also, you know, you're a good person. You know what I mean? It's not one of these, you do for others too. And as a matter of fact, there's something in here about either construction for a medical facility or a technology. You may be investing in one of these things, or something. It might be one of your endeavors here, right? But I think the risk is coming in here because this person in your surroundings, the messages are pretty horrific. This page, we come in, I'm sorry, I got thrown off by all of that. We have the Page of Wands here. And I normally don't get this from this card, but I think this is the person, right? Something happened. They were either, this is someone too that came from money, but it's not, you may be friends from way back or whatever, but this is not someone who is above board like you are. This is someone who's not adjusted well to that. Either they were left to their own devices when they were little and had a lot of money and just they ran with the wrong crowd, or they were the wrong crowd, or they're just not, you're on separate playing fields. You may be old friends, but you've taken different courses in life. So you want to watch out for this, because this person is not above doing horrible things. So you want to really be careful about that. All right. I think that they may be someone involved in this with you somehow. This may be your marriage partner, right? You may have married someone that, you know, came from an affluent background, but they're highly disturbed. They're not balanced at all. There may even be some kind of imbalance there. So you want to watch out for that too, because this is not someone above. It's someone very unstable, okay? So that was the energy coming in with that, right? We've got the Ace of Swords, the Six of Cups. That's normally that card of the happy home, or people use that as the my ex is coming back card like that, right? And we have the Emperor card. I, however, guys, don't read that card as the ex coming back as a romantic partner. An email, maybe, but the ex coming back, I don't, that's not what that card is to me. Okay, so in here, please don't get excited. Um, not that you should anyway, but now our advice in here is the Three of Wands, which I believe Leo also got in their reading, and the King of Cups. Okay, and our outbound is the Hermit. All right, the outbound with the Hermit, I think that can be really pulling on wisdom, right? To know, to be able to pick this person out. So there you go. Now, the King of Cups in here with the Three of Wands, that can be, again, someone in this sphere here that would be in this. He would be in this arena with you. This is not the person, though, that this is. This is the King of Cups here would be, you're going to need to really, when he shows up in a reading, the King of Cups in this spot with the Three of Wands, it's kind of like something may cross your path that shocks you. So that's why he shows up with the Three of Wands, right? You've cast your nets. You may get back what you didn't anticipate, which is why he shows up there. He can also show up, right? They can be archetypes. There's people in your surroundings here that are truly not who they appear to be. This may actually be a business partner, but this is not, and this is the energy coming in. This could also be, like I say, your partner, and they're a very jealous, enraged, not balanced person. So you want to be on the lookout for that, because your messages coming in with that were that it's someone who could be violent, and they really don't stop at anything. It's kind of like an obsession to attain worldly possessions. It's got to be some kind of imbalance, okay? They don't hesitate to resort to underhanded things. So I think they have really compulsive, there's really compulsive needs in here too, okay? If you're in an unhealthy marriage, unhappy marriage, this would apply to you. If your partner is lovely, this does not apply to you, okay? Please don't take it as that. This is something that is a known, you know, there's no way this would not be known, okay? So there you go. Now, as far as your business goes, those ventures, that would be great, because I think what that does too is I think that this is bigger than, or something that you're doing, the health facility or the technology thing. I think that this is a good opportunity for you. I think it shows you, it proves something to you about you, right? So I think it's, aside from the crazy train here, I think that this business venture or alliance that you're in is actually going to be a wonderful one. Okay, I think that, however, there's other parts of your life that may not be so lovely. I'm going to say this, that you've got what do I say here? It's just a lot of illusional energy in here. So just watch the people in your surroundings. If this isn't your partner and you've got a lifelong friend in here that is not, you know, I can't even say it would be a parent because it might not be, but I would think that if you've known this person all along and they follow in your footsteps and they kind of admire to be you, that would be who this person is. This is someone who can talk a really good game, but they may exaggerate the things that they can do, right? Just because somebody comes from a great financial background doesn't mean that, you can't buy morals, right? You can't. So this is someone who really just may put up a front and be a huge con artist, but I think that this is someone that you've known for a bit. Okay, so I would say maybe even a lifelong person that's been in your life or whatever, right? That's what it kind of reminds me of. Okay. I don't think this is going to get past your radar. I don't. I think that the risk, though, what they're telling you about is to just watch yourself in here. If this is your marriage partner, you're aware it's not a great marriage, but I don't think you're aware to the degree of how unstable this person is. So there you go. I hope that I helped you in some way. This was a little bizarre. I doubt everyone's got this scenario going on. But for those of you that don't, step outside of your boxes as far as creative ideas that you want to do. You may prove something to yourself, right? It proves to be, it proves to be not a risk. It proves to be an expansion of something that you are doing, okay? The King of Coins in here too, with that Three of Wands, it can be someone, it can be a relationship. It can be someone at a distance. With the Hermit card too, you may want to step back and think about that, right? Because I think that Leo also in that reading had an encounter. There was a fated encounter, and they didn't plan on it. So I think that that could appear here too. Because that Ace of Wands can really be, it can be the start of a relationship. It can be clarity about something, right? The Page of Wands, not in the crazy arena, is, he could be someone that comes along in here too. It would be a fire sign person. He usually is not very stable though in relationships. It would be someone who would be, you know, they would blow through town just like the Knight of Wands, okay? But it would be someone in your surroundings too. On a good day, that card is creative energy. It's young creative energy. It's like the Leonardo da Vinci, but with they don't like to, they don't like, they're just on to the next best thing. And they also have a dangerous side to them too. So, good Lord, Taurus. I wish I had better, I think, I'm going to steer you away from any kind of new relationships with people that you really don't know. Let them show themselves to you, okay? Because it seems like for somehow you've attracted some, and I'm not saying that in a negative way. Sometimes these people just cross our paths, but it's funny because when I was trying to spin this card to be something good for the majority of you, I'm getting it again. I don't think that I think you've got some manipulation going on around you. And I think that because you do interact well with other people, and you are charming, you know. Um, you may attract people that know the people in your surroundings. Aside from how we came in with this reading, just in general, if you're dating, you know, networking, whatever, just really know the people that you're around. Because when you come in with a risk warning, sometimes that's in business not to make a crazy decision, right? But I think in here it's more so you've attracted someone to you or someone's to you that you just want to be a little bit, you just want to see what's there. Um, he's also a messenger. So again, that Six of Cups to me is a card of nostalgia. Yes, it's like pulling on the memories of the past. To me, it's not really someone coming back, but it's in here, and since it seems to be such a crazy reading, I'm just going to toss it in here as it's a possibility. But just you're really being asked here to make wise choices and don't take risks here that aren't. Always ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen, right? Our exes are our exes for a reason, right? So let's not forget that. I think that October is really a month for the majority of the signs, except yours. You guys seem to be really going ahead, which is great, but it's really of what are we getting rid of? What are we not going to deal with anymore? And you clearly have some stuff that you may want to get rid of. I think your path is great, but I think you picked up some stragglers here. And I think that they're more dangerous than you realize. And I mean that as in like master con artists, people like that. But sometimes these don't seem in your arena to have any boundaries. I think they really just they really just don't have any boundaries at all, which makes them extremely dangerous too. Plus, I think they're unstable. I think they're mentally unstable, which makes them, even more dangerous, I feel. But it's up to you. You're an adult. You can decipher this. Okay? Thank you so much. Watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising. I highly doubt this is really going to go for the masses. So watch your other signs. If they don't make sense this month, that's fine too. Come back next month. Okay? Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful October. If you need a private reading, please, I'll be more than happy to look at anything for you. Okay? If by chance you think any of this part begins, the crazy, really crazy, uh, I'll be more than happy to look at that for you. Okay? Thank you so much.